Hi, happy Friday. I am here to do just a short video about something that I've been noticing up in myself, of course, and also with people I'm talking with. And it's really with a focus on parents, but it's for all of us. It doesn't matter really if you're a parent or a child, a grown child, or just someone who has relationships. We all watch people who are struggling. And sometimes when we're around someone who is struggling, there's such a strong impulse just to fix it. And what we typically do is go from the heart where we're feeling it, where we're loving this person, we're caring about their suffering, to the head, where we talk about it, we think about it, we solve problems, we intellectualize it. Not always maybe, but for a lot of us, that's how we're trained. It's what we experienced when we were kids. It's what people have always done with us. And so it's like a radical act when one of our kids is upset, or a good friend, or our partners. Maybe that's the hardest thing, to stay with them. Even when objectively they're being unfair, even rude, even when their problem isn't really a big deal. So what I'm talking about is not having any boundaries. That's not what I mean. But when someone's upset, a child, a partner, a friend, if we can slow down and listen with our hearts before we do anything, just listen from our heart and acknowledge the feelings they're having in whatever way we can. So if it's a little kid having a tantrum, sometimes all of our training is like, we need to explain to them it's not a big deal. You don't need to be so upset. But the truth is they are upset. And the time for us to teach them will be when they're calm. So if we've got a toddler having a tantrum and we just stay nearby and we listen. Yeah. And I don't mean then we run and buy the thing they want. You know, if your toddler's having a tantrum at Target, I'm not saying run and get them the chewing gum that they're having a tantrum about. No, but let them feel it. Because the tantrum they're having, it may be about chewing gum, but probably what it's really about is stuff their toddler vocabulary can't communicate. They don't even understand what they're really upset about. And I feel like I relate so much to this because I know when I'm upset, I think I know what I'm upset about. And it's usually what someone else has done. But when I get through the process and I feel it and I sit with it, I usually am upset about a lot that I couldn't put words to until I was able to really feel it. So toddlers, you know, if I at 50 have a hard time with that, imagine the life of a toddler, right? Or just a kid in one of their first weeks of school. You know, they've been holding it together all day and they come home and they're just so cranky because you made something they love for dinner, but today it's the worst possible thing. Don't worry about it. Help them just offload some of their emotions. Just listen. And again, I'm not saying hurry up and make them the dinner that they had actually wanted. We don't necessarily need to do that. But help them feel it. Like, yeah, oh, yeah, you're so bummed. Yeah, I hear you. Teenagers, same thing. You know, they might be rude. They might be full of judgment toward us. If we can listen without personalizing it, like without believing it's really about us, this is their pain. They haven't yet figured out how to put those direct words on it and say, I'm in so much pain because I'm feeling all this stuff. They say, you're such a jerk. And I'm not saying we need to try to please them and do what they're going to be. Oh yeah, well yeah, you can have my car. Oh, you don't have to do the dishes, just take my car. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying let them feel it. Like, yeah, that's staying. It's hard, isn't it? Yeah, I hear you. Just a simple acknowledgement of the feeling rather than shooting from our hearts up into our heads and trying to fix or recommend or explain. That's a practice that I invite you to try with me this weekend if you have any situations where someone's having big feelings. Thanks for listening, and I wish you a beautiful weekend.